Hello and welcome to Son of Lord YouTube channel. This is Ilia and I'm here again with a new video. This is the third part of the science of brain. Today I'm going to talk about the brain and also why don't you act on your idea. This is the topic that I'm going to talk, and also here on the whiteboard I'm going to explain you in details about the question. Why don't you do what you want to do? As you know, if you have watched the first part of the science of brain, the second part, you notice that we said we have a brain and we have a self-image in our brain. This self-image is controlling the way we think, feel, and act. So here, let's consider and dive deeper. Let this circle represent our brain, and this part we have neural pathways or brain cells. They are interconnected to each other. In this part of our brain, deep down in our brain, in our memory, we have self-image. You know, our self-image is controlling our thoughts, emotions, and actions. This self-image is controlling your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Now, let's say you know what you want and you know how to do that. You have the knowledge, you know everything. Maybe you don't know all details, but you know how to do it. But you don't do it. But inside of your heart, you want to do it. You don't know also why you don't do that. So here is the reason. The reason is because of your self-image. The reason is because of your own self-image that controls your thoughts, emotions, and actions. So let's say you want to start a new company. You may not know all details, but you know enough to do. But you don't do. You may feel like you're shy. Maybe you think you're shy. Maybe you don't have self-confidence. Maybe you may have any reason. Maybe you say, I don't have money. Maybe you say, I don't know the right person, or I don't know anything. The main reason that you think so, that you're stuck, that you don't move, it's just because of your own self-image. It's just because of your own self-image that controls your thoughts. But be aware. Let's say this circle represents our brain, and let's say this self-image has been built by the ideas, opinions, beliefs. Maybe somebody told you that only rich people can open a company. Maybe somebody told you that only millionaires or multi-billionaires can start a company or can do this. Or maybe somebody told you, you can never start a company. Maybe somebody told you you will never become a champion. It can be any idea you have accepted in the past. And now these are brain cells. They are brain cells. They are brain cells, and they are interconnected, and they have made your paradigm or your belief system here. And now, what happens? Look, you have your own belief system. Let me explain a little more. Let's say this represents our brain, and here we have belief system. Belief system. And now this belief system has its own characters. Let's say they are the ideas. These all ideas together, they have developed your brain cells or your mindset or your belief system. And now, when you want to do something new, if it's completely new, these small negative brain cells, they don't support your new desire or new idea, because it is only because of this current belief system. This belief system is exactly your self-image, because your self-image is made of the beliefs. And now these beliefs are inside of your brain, and if you want to do something new, you have already built a kind of system, belief systems, and now if they are not in harmony, you won't be able to do or act on your idea. This is the reason, because of your current belief system or self-image. What you can do, so simple. You have to start thinking. You have to start thinking and making decision to go and do what you want to do. You may say, now I have a negative belief. How can I go and do that? So simple. Think that you have the power to start thinking positively. If you think in positive terms, you are going to receive positive results. If you think in negative terms, you are going to receive negative results. That's the key. You have the power to start thinking positive. And how you can do that? How? By making a new self-image, by making or correcting your current self-image. Because in your self-image you have negative ideas, opinions. It can be about yourself, about your environment. You have already accepted them. Some of them might be wrong, but you think they are facts. But you have the power now to start analyzing, thinking your own beliefs. Ask yourself, why do I believe like this? Why do you believe that? Maybe it's wrong, but you say, I believe, I don't know why I believe that. You have to think. If you think, you can change these into positive beliefs. It will require a little bit mental toughness to do that. But if you change your beliefs, if you correct your self-image, then you will be able to do really what you want to do. As you know, if you change your self-image, you are going to think new thoughts, you are going to feel new emotions, and you are going to, most importantly, act, behave like a new person. You're going to reborn. And then what will happen? Let's say this is your brain. If you have a new self-image, here in your consciousness, you are going to think positively. You're going to think positive thoughts, and it will cause you to feel positive. Also, you will feel positive. Your brain is broadcasting positive vibrational frequencies into the field. You see? And it's going to receive back exactly the same amount of energy. And what will happen then? Then new ideas will come into your consciousness. New ideas, new intuitions, new inspirations will pop up into your consciousness. And you will feel good, and you will know, yes, this is the answer, this is the idea that I wanted to go and become successful. All this will happen provided you make a realistic self-image of yourself and eliminate all negative beliefs about yourself and others. create positive ideas about yourself, about others. Why? Because your self-image controls your thoughts. Your brain sends out vibrational frequencies into the field and it receives back. And ultimately, it creates your results by your actions, by your thoughts, by your feelings. That's the key. If you want really to go after what you want and do it, you are struggling, consider the self-image, because it's the key. The key for science of brain and personal development. This is the third part of the science of brain. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to answer them. Leave your comments. Just be happy and also use these data. Also check over other videos. That's all. Be happy. I will meet you in the next part of the science of brain.